I see a lot of vintage Christmas ornaments. Oh, whoa. Welcome to episode 36. In this episode, we hit up two amazing estate sales. One was in a gorgeous home in downtown Wilmington, North Carolina. We cleaned up. We got a ton of great stuff. I can't wait to get into it and show you what we got.
Can you guide me to where the jewelry is?
It should be in the back area. You'll see as soon as you go in.
Okay.
To the right.
Okay.
There, go left. Go left.
Whoa, hi.
Have to close the door on you.
No.
That would be rude.
That would have been rude.
So rude.
Someone lost their sandwich, or else it's for sale.
Anything you see?
Where
Are
is
you
the
looking
jewelry?
for a particular picture? That's not for sale. Okay.
I'm looking for jewelry.
This is downstairs, white light.
Upstairs. It's in the bedroom front here. Yes. What? What?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I said, if you understand, it goes so I'd rather have something for sure.
Yeah.
I have to write everything up so I can get prepared.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Did you go downstairs? Downstairs is where there's all those picture frames are. Trying to tell you that there's more picture frames.
And this is insane. How many things there are.
Big enough.
How's it going?
People in trouble.
Trying to, it's hard.
This is all sterling and gold.
Okay.
That stuff over here. And he has to write them so he keeps an inventory of
Right.
several people's stuff sometimes.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my husband tells me every ring I put my hand
Good morning.
on fits me perfectly and he gets pissed.
I know. I don't even want to look.
I just love trying on rings.
Are these sterling as well?
Yeah, yeah. Some are gold, some are sterling. But they say they're solid sterling.
For things that aren't sold today, what happens?
Depends.
Okay.
Tomorrow the costume jewelry will be half price. Everything
Okay.
on these tables will not be.
Okay.
Boxes? Okay. Okay, I want to get something for this lady here. Because they're million on the porch. Okay.
There's no wall there. Just keep going until you get them up. Right there.
Here's what the split falls out. I flip over backwards. I'm going down, back down, and all that vegetation, somersaulting and stuff.
I feel like you should get your son to see somebody for you. Let me read the back.
Right there, yeah, I'll read the back.
Yeah, Rich. I'm gonna grab one. And I have cups and ice. Okay, so this stuff from this ours. Yeah.
They're very, very simple.
That's the boss. $2. Easily.
I have a father, yes. I have a father at home, and, so, you know, I have a lot of father at home. This is so hard to do.
Getting ready for Christmas?
Well, I have to do the big.
Oh, yeah. Just around with you. So you can pick up some stuff.
right, this is everything. It's a lot of things I got this weekend, so I just had to put them all out on my dining room table. Both of these are from 2 different estate sales, and we'll start on this side. This was a privately run estate sale, just a family getting rid of some things and selling the contents of not only the grandmother's home, but also some of her own stuff, which was the clothing part of this haul. And I messaged her. I saw some pictures in the listing of things that I was interested in. I messaged her the night before and asked her if I could come early, and she said yes. I figured what could hurt? She could say no, and that's fine. I would just go the next day. But she let me come early, and so I got first pick of all of this stuff. So it was a mixture of new stuff and chinoiserie style. Her whole home was decorated in chinoiserie style. It was really beautiful. So this big piece right here is a large bonsai tree. It's a solid brass. It is heavy, and it is signed here in the corner. I think it says, I looked it up. I found a similar one. It's Bijan. I don't know if you can even see it. It's down here, but Bijan. It's from 1980, and depending on the design, these can go from like $150 to $500. So I'm probably gonna list mine in the, I don't know, $200 range and see if we get any interest. There's a lot of brass pieces. I picked up basically every piece of brass I could find. This little crab, that already sold, I think, for $25. A brass seashell, brass flower, candle holder, some butterflies, and how can you ignore these 2 huge brass peacocks? Easily my favorite thing I got the entire day. These things are almost 2 feet long, and they're heavy, and they are set like a female and a male. Those are really beautiful. I think we have those listed maybe for $200. I can't remember exactly. Brass, what do we call that? Fisherman? These really neat brass partridges. I think they're like a partridge family. And those are cool. They're like a mid-century design. I usually see them in full brass, but these ones are black and gold. So those are listed for about $20. Basically all the brass stuff is $20 to $30 a piece. This is a ship tiltometer. It basically measures like when the ship is tilting. We've got some brass geese, sailboat, this hanging planter with some embossed design on it, a little brass box. These 2 brass birds, these we have sold a number of times. They're called Bluebird of Happiness. And if they're the original ones, they are signed on the bottom. I can't see it right now, but those usually sell pretty fast, and they're like, I don't know, $20 to $30. Little elephant. I'm always grabbing these plant stands. So I got a brass one and a wood one. And I'll put them in a lot together, and they might sell for about $10 a piece, but if you get, 6 or 7, then you've got $70 easily. Also got this amazing mirror for $20. It has this really neat like Asian design around the outside with some plants and animals. Got a stack of these chinoiserie pillows. These are gonna go in my booth, probably for $30. And then we can get to the clothing part of this. I have mentioned in my other videos, I'm not in love with selling clothing, but she had a ton of high-end brands and very reasonable prices, and I know that they're gonna be desirable, so I went for it. I bought a ton. This is like 1/10 of the pile of clothing I got. So all of the brass things, all the other little odds and ends that I showed you, I think I paid $85 total, including this big one and all the other pieces. So I feel pretty good about that price. And the mirror again was $20. Yeah, so $80 on all the little things, and then another $85 on the clothing. So just to start in this pile right here, this is a J. Crew bangle, and those were selling for about $30. A Tory Burch leather wallet or clutch, and that's like $60 or $80. Rothy's are great. We just sold a pair for $80 that were brand new. I think these have been worn like once or twice, it looks like. So those are another $60 to $80. This pair of Toms, never worn. Shoes, those are probably like $30. Then we've got Paige jeans, Lily Pulitzer, 2 pairs of Lily Pulitzer, and these really cute clutches. I could just tell that they were good quality. She charged me like $1 a piece. And they are this brand. I did find a tag, Shillelagh, something like that. We'll put a comp up, and those are like $20 to $30 a piece. This one does have some stains on it. So that is just a little bit. I'm not going to go through all of the clothing, but I can just show you some highlights. So I'll pull some more out. Okay, this entire pile, these 2 piles, are Lululemon. So we've got like really nice joggers. If you know anything about Lululemon, I mean, the retail price on these pants are probably between like $150, maybe like $100 and $200 just for a pair of joggers. So we've got about 4 leggings and joggers, and then maybe like 8 or 9 shirts. And you can tell it's Lululemon by their brand marking, which, let me try to find and show you. Okay, which looks like that. Even shirts are about retail price, probably $60, $70 for the nicer ones. So yeah, I probably have about 12 pieces of Lululemon. And then here's just an example of some of the jeans. So Citizens of Humanity, we've got Free People, got Adriana Goldschmidt, like a cashmere sweater, and then probably like 10 to 15 pieces of Anthropologie clothing. And again, I spent $85 on the clothing. So the resale value of Lululemon might be like $20 to $30 for the tops, maybe a little bit less for like the kind of just regular tank tops, but yeah, $20 to $30. And then the joggers and pants might be a little bit more. But I couldn't say no to, you know, $1 to $3 a piece for these clothing items when they're such high quality. So I got to have a kind of a bit of both worlds, like my passion, which is the vintage stuff, and also some clothing which would just be purely good for resale. So I had a lot of fun at that sale. All right, the other side of the table were all things that I bought at this gorgeous home in downtown Wilmington, right on Front Street, which is like the heart of downtown. They had some amazing antiques, gorgeous jewelry, just really, really nice things. I was very picky there because everything was priced, you know, well for what it was, but just not in my budget for resale. So I went to the jewelry first, and I know that there was money to be made. They had a ton of like silver and gold, but I just don't know enough about it to make that kind of investment. So I did buy like mixed lots of pins and a couple of rings, one of which has already sold. We'll have to pop that up. So that's already been shipped and sold. I think I paid like $12 for the rings. But you know, they had higher end jewelry that went up into the multiple hundreds of dollars that they were gorgeous, but I just couldn't invest in them. So I did buy a mixed lot of pins, and in that I think I spent $8 for the bag, and there was a couple in there. There was the sterling silver by Coro vintage pin, this flower brooch. Now I have to remind myself who's the maker because I was surprised. Boucher, something like that. They had some really expensive brooches, like ones that sold in the hundreds of dollars. This one I think I listed maybe for 40 or 50. So got those two out of a box that I bought, or a bag for $8. So that was great. There's a bag of mixed earrings, and I just pulled these out. They're vintage Czechoslovakian earrings. That's probably like $20 or $30. I'm trying to learn more about vintage jewelry. This Art Deco style brooch, it is not actually from the 1920s. It's a reproduction of that kind of style, but this is about a $20 or $30 pin. And then this was $6, and it's like a dragonfly by Monet, and that's about $25. So I really wanted to buy more. I really did, but like I said, didn't know enough about it to invest that kind of money. I grabbed several Christmas ornaments. I think this is a Blanco. I have to do a little bit more searching to see if that is. It's hard to determine. Usually the marker is a sticker, so if they don't have the sticker, it's hard to know, but you can look online. So that's a cloisonne fish for $2. I also bought this angel, and keep an eye out for these ones that have like waxed faces and waxed hands. If it was a certain brand, it would be marked on the inside. I couldn't find anything, but that's about $20 for that. This because I thought it was cute. And this wooden ornament, oops, and it does have a maker on the back. I can't really read it. But there are some brands of wooden ornaments, like Schmidt, that can go for insane money. So I saw the brand on the back and I just bought it. Had a little wooden mid-century cat. And that was a couple dollars. I did spend $30 on this guy. He's pretty amazing. And he is by Andrea by Sadek, and it is also marked right there in the Kutani style, which is from Japan. So that has solds of around $100 for this one. So I just bought it, I mean, for resale, but I also just like it. I have no idea why I bought this. They had a ton of folk art in that house, a ton of folk art, and this just kind of stood out to me. It was like $2. It does have a maker's tag, Crispina French, and there are some sold similar kind of plush things, but again, that's more folk art. And then this set of Fitz and Floyd birds. I don't know what kind of birds those would be. Storks. And I got those for a couple dollars. And then I also got these Curl set of 3 animal wall hangings. So when I picked them up, they were a little bit wet, and I was really hoping that they had just gotten wet and that it would dry and no big deal, but it actually left some damage. So I did negotiate with them, so I paid $4 a piece. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with these yet, but they are super cool. The alligator has no damage on it, so I'm not sure yet. Probably sell them locally, but Crewel is in high demand. People are really going to pay some good prices for Crewel art. All right, and then lastly, I got this set of wine glasses. This house clearly had a ton of high-end things. They definitely spent some money on their home decor. So when I picked these up, it was $18 for the set of 369, and I saw that it had a watermark on the bottom. It's this kind of P, and I did identify the brand. It's Petzler, and these are from the 1970s. There's not a whole lot of solds on them, but maybe like $15 per glass, and I'll probably sell them maybe in sets of 3, and we'll see how that goes. So I guess maybe, what would that be? Probably $100 for the whole set. That's what I'm guessing. So I had a great weekend. I found some really cool things. Love these peacocks. Yeah, had to do this haul in my dining room today. It is already about 95 degrees outside, and I don't feel like standing out there. So that's what I got.
As always, visit our store at coastalreselltherapy.com. The link will be posted in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.